Prism versus Bravo match. Alex being on Prism and Xander being on Bravo. So automatically, Alex should be a little favored for this, right? Like off rip, you would think that Alex has the inherent advantage just because of, I guess, the deck he's playing.
Well, now if he didn't go Aura defeats this matchup pretty easily.
Yeah, Aura should have a good matchup, right?
The aggro Prism deck is also pretty strong in my opinion. But Bravo has a lot of ways to deal with that with their high attack value cards.
Now, what were we doing with the Prism, with Bravo going into Prism? What was our one strategy that we decided we wanted to do to help combat the Prism matchup? Because you're a Bravo main. That's no secret or anything like that.
My plan was to basically go wide, lead the charges to get the extra action points, Zealous Beltons to help extend the turns.
I like to lead the charge. That was a pretty cool tech. I remember
a little bit more yellows,
I remember you played a few more yellows. Didn't you end up putting in more pummels as well to kind of deal with the Spectral Shield tokens?
Yeah, so they're just gonna block all out just to keep their shields. So
Sure.
The best way to sneak damage in is those tricks, pummels, lunging presses, anything that can get over your opponent for the extra damage after they have already blocked, hoping they don't have a defense reaction like Soul Shield.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm not sure what they're waiting on. They just, I guess, shooting the shit as well. Excited just to get things rolling, get people in here, and just have a good conversation with people. Honestly, this is going to be the start of something really cool. We're gonna start streaming a lot more on YouTube, more than likely, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the ride with us. So, have to start somewhere, right? So, looks like Bravo goes first, and he has Crippling for 11, ditching an Exude Confidence. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Oops. What do you think about Crippling turn one? He has a choke slam, Exude Confidence, and something else that he pitched. Is leading with Crippling just always the turn one play if you have it? How do you feel about that?
Crippling versus Prism is pretty good turn one. I want to say. But the thing is, since they get to redraw their hand anyways, like, not the greatest, right? You want it later in the turns so you can kind of tempo them out. You want to keep control of how many cards are in their hands, or like Cranial Crush, where it keeps, or not Cranial Crush, excuse me, Spinal Crush,
Spinal.
Go against. Bravo's a tempo deck where it's not trying to really race anybody; it's trying to keep the control.
Okay. So it looks to me, Alex past turn took 8 and then instant played the Odorath.
This is a pretty solid start for Alex.
I do feel like that's a really good start for Alex, just because of the fact that he's able to start with an aura and still have his turn. Like, life deficit really doesn't matter. I don't think in this matchup, as people would think, because if you could just get rolling with your spectrals, like, it's really hard. It's really hard.
The extra shields can definitely. You can also think of them as extra life because they're going to eat up extra damage that you would.
Yeah. Also that. Being able to just like stay at a really high life just demands a response out of Bravo already, and 3 seismic surge.
3 seismic surges.
He thinks he's funny, don't you think? So oh, he's just silly and just didn't even notice.
He's silly.
I do think that starting with Odarath Prismatic Shield, and if you notice the way he pitched too, he actually pitched the yellow first and then the blue, so he's got 2 floating, which I think is really key for him to have go again here and to actually pitch in for 4 counts of 1 damage. I feel like that was probably one of the best turns he could have asked for, starting out with a Prismatic Shield after having an aura on board from the previous turn. So off rip, applying the necessary pressure that he needs to apply.
Yeah,
so
this is gonna eat up his armor, right?
Yeah,
here.
the armor. He's going with the armor. Wow. So he's only gonna take 1 from what it looks like.
He's gonna take 2 because of the Merciless.
That's an Ode to Wrath.
Oh, Ode to Wrath is gonna.
So he takes 2. Okay.
He's gonna take 2 from the.
That's right. I get them confused because all the auras look alike to me. So the
issue here is that he's using his equipment very early.
Yeah.
So later when Erudition comes back out, it's gonna be very difficult for the Bravo if he does not have a defense reaction,
like a D-react and like Arsenal or something.
And actually, in this matchup, you really don't want to see too many defense react.
So he makes a size insert. I'm assuming that we see an Arclight Sentinel coming in here from the Arsenal. Okay. Yeah, it's really good.
He's already got the lunging press tech.
The lunging press tech, nice tech, huh? So he pitches 6, and what's he doing here?
He's just hammering.
He's just hammering. Okay.
Yeah,
makes sense. Just set up for a 5-card hand the next turn, and hopefully he doesn't have yellow to do anything with.
Now, do take note that the Bravo player here, look at his boots. This is very interesting right here.
Oh, he's got a Snapdragon. Okay.
He has Snapdragon scalers. So he could be playing...
He could be going more of like an aggro, like a U build.
Yes.
With like the E-Strike, the Zealous beltings.
Go E-Strike for 7, pop it, or E-Strike, draw a card, and snap it for go again.
Yeah. This is very true. Remember when when you were testing with the deck in like RTN season? I remember, was it Stuart?
It was Stuart.
We sat down. We're like, Stuart, why the hell are you playing Snapdragon? He's like, dude, it's good. And we're like, all right, shoot, we'll believe you. And then we saw a lot of people start actually playing that with the aggro when they were playing more the aggressive build for Bravo. It definitely does apply a lot of pressure.
Hey, why don't you try to do a more aerial view for them so they can see straight down on the board?
You want that? Okay, cool. Let's see if that works.
There you go. Now zoom in just a little bit to cut off the edges.
How's that, Dad? Is that better?
There you go. I think that's really good. I kind of see every card on the board, how much their equipment has. Very clear.
Lordy. Looks good now, Seb? All right, cool. Also, Sebastian, man, you are one of the players not playing tonight, and I think the whole world is going to be upset with you. Just wanted to let you know? But at least they get the Horsepool Vo match of the century. How are you excited to play your match tonight, Nam? Knowing who you're playing against?
So, knowing who I am playing against, yes, I am very excited. Now, if he whips out Prism against me, just like this matchup here, I am going to be less excited.
So I guess that means you're playing Bravo.
Yeah, stick to your trades, right?
Yeah, I mean, no reason not to, right? This league is, in its inaugural season, and right now it's just for bragging rights and also just good testing, right? Like great testing against some of the best players in the country, right? So,
I think that's what's really about, like the testing, right? Getting more comfortable with the better players.
Yeah.
Growing our community, having good content for everybody. What do you do on a Wednesday night? Come watch TheCardGuyz.
Exactly, right? Like click that subscribe button. So you see Alex here getting in with another Ode to Wrath. He played Triumph, and if I'm not mistaken, he's at 31, so I'd assume something got through here. The Did he Phantasmal Footsteps into an Odoreth? I'm not really sure. We need to pay more attention. We're not good at this. All right, so you got Bravo coming back with a 5-card hand. And it looks like Alex actually broke Halo of Illumination that last turn. If I was paying more attention, I could have told you what had happened. But looks like Alex is still in a pretty good board state, knowing kind of how Bravo's about to come in with a 5-card hand. Oh, lead the charge. Here we are. It's happening right now.
This charge happens. Here we go.
Yeah. Was that Carlos Crush?
It is.
Wowzers.
Oh. Flashes it.
Ah, he's playing it anyway. Carlos Crush, can you tell me what this card does? For some reason, I'm stupid and I don't know how to really work TTS. How do I choose the card?
If you hover over the card,
yeah,
and hold Alt, it enlarges it.
Oh, there it is. Carlos Crush deals 4 more damage to hero. Their first action next turn costs 1 more. So he's doing the Nom special. I like it. The E strikes. How do you feel about this turn? So you see he's blocking with he's blocking 6, assuming it looks like it's 5, and he drew a card. So more than likely, he's snapping this and then coming in for hammer, which is actually very, very cool.
Yeah, if he did not draw a red card, then anything will let him play a hammer here.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
So Z-Masters, I think I figured it out. How he attacked with Ode is he pitched a blue card for his Herald. So what he did was I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it got broken somehow. And he attacked with Ode after. I could be wrong.
There's no way it was broken. Right?
Well, then
a 4-card hand with the arsenal.
Who the hell knows, you know?
So see, I kind of disagree with this play here. The hammer is probably pretty good, but also I think Time Snap is also really strong.
I kind of think saving the Time Snap is like ideal, right? And so Alex having yeah, well that works. Just Soul Shield times 3. Having the L in his hand and having a couple cards in the soul really benefited him on that turn just to put some damage through. Yeah,
it did go in the soul, so it must have hit.
Must have hit.
The Hero of Triumph.
Here we are with E Strike go again, more than likely, and then he's gonna pitch to hammer afterwards.
And this is my type of deck right here. This is what I used to play.
This is actually just what you play, yeah.
Well, I didn't play the Carnage Crush, but
sure.
But
so like
I can actually see that card being very good against Prism here.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
100%. Your next action, you talking about Carlos Crush?
Yeah.
Yeah, something costing a little bit extra really does hinder a lot of the plays that Prism has access to. So I can definitely agree with that. Looks like we have about 15 concurrent viewers in here. I appreciate you guys clicking on the stream and watching some pretty neat Flesh and Blood tonight. If you guys wouldn't mind, if you enjoy what you're seeing, love hearing my sexy voice and Nam's voice. Maybe if you consider clicking subscribe, we have a lot of content we have planned coming forward, and hopefully you guys would join us on the journey of our FAB content and just the journey of our team in general. We have some pretty cool things in the works.
Yeah, we got a 1-block coming out with the Footsteps because it doesn't pop it.
He went, yeah, that is correct. He paid and
Yeah, he's gonna get multiple blocks out of Footsteps this turn if the chain breaks.
That sounds right. So he's just gonna take one from the take one Spectral Shield away, absorb all the damage, then he's just gonna Anathos for 4. I guess the question is at that point, how do you proceed to block with your hand? Because right now it looks like Alex is on the back foot in a way.
He is slightly on the back foot because if he blocks out here, then he would have no hand.
Yep.
But then he'll be only attacking with one shield, which isn't very good either. So it seems like he just took some damage, let the shields die.
Yep.
And probably going to come in with a heart attack.
Probably. That seems probably like the most
vanishing to make a
shield. Just make a shield, attack for 1 and pass. I guess an arsenal card.
Potentially, yeah.
Because right now he might need to take a big turn just to set up for like have a big setup turn afterwards. So like his deck's gonna have to draw pretty well for him to do something with a 5-card hand.
And Bravo's actually looking pretty good. He's in a really good position.
Yeah, he's got tempo is definitely in his favor for this.
He doesn't have any searches right now, which is a good thing for Alex. But he does have a 4-card hand with an arsenal, so he can come in with anything.
That's very true.
Another Lead the Charge comes out. That's the second one this game.
Very, 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 very good out of Mr. Xander, Mr. Plus, as his name calls it. Nathan says, finally, a non-Briar game. Dude, tell me about it. Isn't it so refreshing to get a Monarch match? Something we would have seen in Monarch format. Lead the Charge definitely has helped Xander out quite a bit, actually, with that big turn he had previously, and now it looks like he's going to do something pretty threatening here to push quite a bit of damage. I would assume what Alex is going to do is if he's got like Genesis and like another card or something, he's going to more than likely have to take this entire turn off and eat all this damage.
Eat all the damage, try to get a Genesis out or something.
Yeah,
going.
Definitely.
Doing a bit of thinking. That means he's got a lot of lines of play, it seems like.
Yeah, that's what it seems to me, too. I was about to say he's probably either thinking of going like wide or like dominating, right? And so like it looks like he's activating Bravo.
He's activating Bravo here with the last few resources that he has. So his next attack is going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, Z-Master. So for the people who don't know how this format works, so each group of teams actually can... they can choose the lineup that they have for the week, and it's a 5v5, and obviously it's the first to 3 wins the match over each team. And one of the rules is that you can only use 1 hero per 5-man roster per week. So you can have just the array of heroes, right? So I think last week our team went Briar Chain, Viscerai, #Runeblade team, and then you played Bravo, and then Alex played Prism, and so
Alex would have played Prism.
Oh, it wasn't Alex, it was Josh. Josh, best Prism player in the world.
Yeah, best Prism player. Josh
that was pretty funny. So there's going to be diverse matchups, and interesting ones to say the least. Obviously, this being not one of the most interesting ones, but not seeing a Briar is sick. So original. Hey Eric, how you doing, baby? I miss you. I think that's who that is. If it's not, I'm so sorry.
You can still miss him.
I still miss you, Eric. Are Runeblades good or something? No, we just decided to handicap ourselves and play like the worst heroes. So we decided that Runeblade might have just be the worst hero. I think Azalea beats it if I'm not mistaken. So it has to be the worst, right? So you see Alex come in for a Held of Protection with a Merciful Retribution pitching. So it looks like if Bravo wants to keep the tempo, he might want to take their Elder Protection, but what do you think comes out of a 3-card hand for a Bravo player? No, looking at the situation, with
Since
being at
Alex still
27
has
life.
an arsenal, he could potentially block with 2 cards and still be able to create a seismic search and CNC in the same turn.
Well, he's playing Bravo, so like he could just pop it with Phantasm, could he not?
Good.
Like all his attacks literally just pop. They just trigger Phantasm.
Not all of them. I don't. Or I guess some of the blue ones don't.
So yeah, he puts the Spinal Crush out to pop Phantasm. So
which is surprising to me. Spinal Crush is probably one of the most strongest cards against Prism.
So I feel like he makes the read that like since Alex doesn't have a big board, then getting rid of the Spinal is probably correct. But if they go late game, then he'll well, I don't know. He probably just thinks because Alex doesn't have like shield set up that he can't do it. Like the Spinal's not going to be worth, right?
See what he got. See.
So he pitches Righteous Cleansing, makes a surge, has 1 floating with 2 in hand. So he's just going to swing Anathos for 6?
Yeah, it's just a hammer for 6.
Kind of what it looks like, huh?
This is actually going to... If Alex has an aura here, it's going to be a really good turn for him. Come back.
Yeah.
6 damage is not... 6 damage is a pretty big chunk of damage, but...
I feel like he just takes it. Honestly, like...
That's if he has an aura.
He needs to have an aura, right? Like, he's just got to have one. I know that he's seen, a Merciful Retribution, a Genesis, and an Odorath. I think those are the 3 cards that we've seen him, like, have. That was not meant to do that. I apologize.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we know what Anathos does. You don't have to zoom in.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. I'm new to this whole streaming thing, you know? Okay, so he's got the Soul Shield. Maybe he just has the aura. Maybe he just has... I don't know at that point. Maybe he's got Soul Shield. Maybe he's got yellow and a blue, or... Hopefully he's got blue and the card that makes 3. What's that one called? Oh. We have resolved Library, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I think that's the first time he's ever played the Library since he's been playing Prism. In the group chat today, he was like, "Screw it, I'm just gonna play it," and then that's just gonna. Oh shit!
So we got
Terra Sunder's pretty good. He's got the Arclight Signal in his thingy. So wasted Terra Sunder. Wasted Terra Sunder. I like it, Alex. There you go. Let him know his boss with that Arclight Sentinel. I hate that card, and I love that card all at the same time, you know?
Yeah, as a Dory player, it kind of shuts down your whole deck.
It makes me want to cry.
He's got to attack. I mean, he's got to get it off the board.
He needs to. If he doesn't get off the board, I think Alex just has so much... Yeah, he just needs to attack.
Imagine a third lead the charge here.
Third lead the charge would be quite incredible. And I feel like... I don't know. I feel like he's gone through quite a bit of his deck, so he might, you know? And now Alex has a way to make a play here of some sort. He could possibly Dream Weavers and play Erudition. That's what he's got to say. He doesn't have that. So he's just making a shield and going again.
The issue is he doesn't have anything to pitch for the second yellow.
Yeah, he needs to figure out a way to get a second yellow in his pitch to have the 5-card hand on the crackback.
And with that as Halo, he can't do it. Not with what I can see on board.
Yeah. I really want to know what we need to ask him after the match on what he did with the Halo. Because I feel like it was a little bit premature with whatever he did. Maybe he saw a line of play that could get him a little bit ahead, but who knows? Who knows? Justin Evans, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Are you back home? Or are you still away at work? Hopefully. Oh, there's the third. He saw the third lead the charge in the first half of his deck. That's incredible. That's actually just incredible. Shout out to Alex. Wow. Just
good
wow.
old CNC.
You got to love the CNC. So now he's got a block 6 here, but then again, at the same time, Anathos can just come in for 6 as well. How much? The question is, how much does he value? Oh, wait. Okay. So, could he just have Pummel?
No, he was paying for his CNC.
Oh, he's paying for... Okay, shoot. Okay. He could still have Pummel. Pummel's a real card here. Pummel, I feel like, destroys him if he blocks.
It would have to be in his arsenal. Yes. Pummeling a CNC is...
It makes you feel like you're a god. Yeah.
I think that is one of the best plays I always want to do.
Yeah.
Playing Bravo.
It definitely just makes you feel powerful. You know?
He's taking 5 here.
Oh, wow. Merciful. Got another Merciful out the way. Wow. And then he just comes in for Anathos after.
Breaks the chain. Surge. Anathos.
I think he needs to take it.
Oh,
he's definitely just been on the back foot.
He's taking it, having a decent turn.
He needs
2 yellows to draw 5. This is what
he needs. He definitely needs.
So even
to have the double yellow turn.
Even with
there it
the
is.
Life difference, he's actually not that far behind.
I think this is where the tempo changes, right? Or it has to a little bit. So now he's got the 2 yellows in his pitch for the library, and he pitches the 2 yellows for the prismatic shield. So now he's able to come in for 3 counts of 1, and have a card in arsenal more than likely to set up for a 6-card turn. Or I guess being able to defend and have a turn on his next turn seems really good. So all in all, I feel like that was a really good turn for him. Definitely needed that to put himself back in a position if he wanted to win this game.
5-card hand with an arsenal. This is looking pretty good for him.
Yep.
Let's see what
Zealous. Okay, so
Zealous.
he's keeping the gas, which I'm a fan of. If you keep the gas up, it's just really good for the Bravo player. So,
it looks like he took out a lot of his life gain cards, like blessings, sigils, stuff like that, to play the yellow cards to really try to slow down or go wide against.
Most definitely. Person. It seems to me that Alex more than likely will have he needs to have a soul shield here, right? And that would be his 3rd soul shield.
He's not pitching his yellow cards to break the library, so he might not have a 2nd yellow card in his hand right now.
Yeah.
But
which I think is really beneficial for Alex.
He's just trying to get rid of the shields right now. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Zealous being only, I believe the yellow one is only 4.
Yeah.
He can block with he can full block this with the footsteps. But now if he pummels this, he's gonna lose his footsteps, which is really beneficial for Bravo.
Zealous Belting's a 2 cost, right?
Yes, this is 2 cost.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now we got a Bravo Billy going in. 2 remaining.
That's pretty good.
Make a surge. What do you got? It's got to be
a yellow disable. So he did have the double pitch, but he saw a better line of play. So this is coming in for...
I believe the yellow one is for 8.
He's definitely getting dominated here.
Yeah, it's dominated for 8.
Yeah, so it's coming in for 8. He's got 3, so he can only defend unless he's got the soul shield. Like, that's like what...
he won't lose his arsenal because he has the shields up. But he will lose the he will lose the shield.
He will lose the shields. But he'll have a 2-card hand and the card in arsenal if he defends this way, right? So, I mean, honestly, that's probably the most ideal turn Xander could have had. On the back foot of a 6-card hand that Alex is threatening here. Being able to go wide, not have to worry about the double yellow, and just pressure. I think it's looking good for Xander here so far. I mean, he's had the upper hand 95% of this match, right?
Yeah.
You really don't want to lose these shields. That is not ideal. But unfortunately, the disable for 8 is guaranteeing at least hitting 2. Because he technically could defend with Vest. Well, no, he's getting rid of all of them regardless. So did he just get crushed?
Yeah, he just took the 5.
So he really. Oh, he's just playing it. Okay, I'm with it, Alex. I'm with it. Okay. He unfortunately had to put the prismatic shield on the bottom of his deck, which is something he really did need.
So he said no blocks and response for the crush effect. Play the Genesis.
So his hand was Arsenal Genesis, Herald of Erudition, Merciful Retribution, Prismatic Shield, and another unknown card. His hand was disgusting. If
he got to keep it, yeah.
If he got to keep it, oh my goodness. So it looks like he learned how to play Genesis. Shout out to Ricky, everyone. He puts a card in his soul, makes a shield, and draws a card. If he draws a yellow card, he's able to actually attack 3 times this turn, which I think is still really good. Hopefully, that'd be neat if he drew a yellow card. Then we could see some damage being pushed through at least a little bit, and have a little bit more defense on the next turn. So,
nope, have it.
And he's got the blue. So he makes the shield, which I still think is correct. Making the shield is ideal here. Being able to at least go in for 1. And having... Now, we know that all of his yellow lead the charges are gone, right? So now it looks like Alex needs to bank on Xander not having like another couple natural go-agains. Because being able to push through damage...
Well, even now, a Crippling Crush is pretty good here.
Oh, I forgot Crippling Crush exists, huh? That's a good card.
He dominates the Crippling Crush with a full hand.
Might just be game, huh?
He can block for 5, but he was still taking 6, losing 2 more cards.
Yeah.
We're leaving him with only 1.
Wow.
At this point, you might not even care about the Genesis. You might just be going for kill.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Disable's good too. I mean, it's just another 8 attack. Dominate. You dominate.
Yeah.
8 dominate coming in.
So he's going to be taking 1 here if he defends a 1 card in hand.
He doesn't really have an arsenal in the bottom deck, but he's just going for the damage.
Yeah, he just needs to put through damage at this point.
Yeah, and since it's dominate, he's going to lose his shields again.
He's got Soul Shield this time.
Ah.
So at least he gets to keep his Genesis, I think, is like the main thing. Is now if he's got a yellow in hand, he's able to still, pressure a little bit and like.
Yeah, actually, so since he has 2 cards, he's gonna have to redraw. He'll be able to redraw another card, even if it's not.
Yeah, so he filters. He'll have a card to put in Arsenal, or not Arsenal, put in Soul, draw and make a shield, and be able to have go again. Yeah, that's really good.
There he goes. He's putting that blue in.
Yeah.
Hopefully, draw another yellow. Unless he just has 2 blues in. Sucks to suck.
Well, assuming he put the blue in because he already had a yellow in hand, that's the ideal thing, right?
But that's the ideal thing. But if he just has 2 blue, then
then get fucked.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. So he's got the yellow. Cool. He's got the Herald of Judgment. Puts out another shield. So everything's got go again.
Well, we fall into the thing where he still can't pitch a second yellow card to activate library for the turn.
Yeah. This is very true. So he's just gonna have to Arsenal pass here, right? And
well, at least now he has an Arsenal card and still.
I mean, yeah, having the Arsenal card helps quite a bit, especially the only issue is Bravo coming. He's through all 3 soul shields, and Bravo can just come in for a dominate crippling crush, which that's really good.
Yeah, Exude here. If he just doesn't block properly, he might just. Because with 3 more cards, if they're all blue, this can go straight up to 10 to kill him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the shields would take some of the damage, putting him at 1.
How does he have a go get in here? He doesn't.
He's just attacking for 4. I don't think he's activated any.
I don't. I think you just defend 3 here, right? Like just.
Well, with defend 3 here,
So he's defending 6.
Yeah, he doesn't. He just doesn't want to get pumped over and just die.
Well, how would you pump it?
With the instant speed.
Oh, fuck me, huh? Yeah, the instant speed. That's a good thing, huh?
Yeah. So he's trying to get rid of his shields, and looks like what he did.
Looks like that's exactly what he did. You know what? I've just read Exude Confidence, and I already had forgotten what it was. It's been a long day.
Yeah, with Alex only being able to hold 2 cards in hand, he's not going to be able to activate library for seems like the rest of this game.
More than likely, unless right now he activates Prism ability to get a card, and then has more to pitch for something in his arsenal. That's the only way he's going to have somewhat of a crackback turn, right?
What he needs is an erudition.
No. Erudition will get blocked out, unfortunately. Either.
Not if you redrew that lunging press.
Yeah, right. He didn't draw the lunging press. I don't think.
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
At least he's able to keep small pressure.
Yeah, Genesis is doing him like he's doing him well here.
Oh. Here we are.
Oh, it is. Oh no, it is. He did it.
I called it. Now he's gonna have to block with 3 and the remaining 2 arsenal or equipment pieces.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to block with 1 card in hand, and the 2 from
Alex has 32 cards
unless he triggers Phantasm, because he didn't pop Dreamweavers, which probably should have.
Didn't pop Dreamweaver. So even then, he will still only have 3 cards in hand and 1 arsenal. Yeah, if
it's a lot better than a 5-card hand.
If he doesn't pop it, then he can still block with just 2 armor, but that puts Alex in a very good position.
He's just gonna pop it, yeah.
Yeah. But Alex, with 32 cards left in his deck, should be seeing his second cycle of cards within the next 3 turns.
Yeah, he should be seeing them very soon, honestly. He's probably far off from that 3rd prismatic shield, though. Oh, and that's it.
Yes.
Wow, that helps. It was the yellow card.
Yeah, he was setting up for this. Oh, we got a dominate coming in.
This is probably a game, huh?
Well,
there was no seismic surge, right?
Not this turn.
Okay. So he activates Bravo. It's 1 floating. Fighters Guild said this is where Prism turns it around if he is attacking Prism. Yeah, 100%. He's Genesis is bound to get him somewhere, right? Like maybe.
Yeah, his opponent not dealing with the Genesis is helping Alex a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna win him the game, right? But right now it is giving him a lot of value because he's cycling through his deck very fast.
Yeah.
With the extra card draw.
Yep, that's very true.
And being able to keep up at least 2 shields every turn, because it makes a shield, and then the card that goes in the soul can be pitched to make another shield.
Yeah, exactly. So like, that added pressure, it adds up.
Wait, hold on. His opponent activated Bravo, and it looks like he's got a response. He's thinking about maybe playing another Arclight.
If he's got an Arclight here, that's very, very good for Alex. Then he'll be able to have a 2-card hand coming back in with the, with the nonsense.
Well, the issue is his opponent still has an Arsenal card that we haven't seen.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like somebody's going through a graveyard, seeing what cards are left in his deck to be really afraid of. We've only seen one Crippling Crush. The other one I saw, I do remember being pitched early on, and Bravo has 54 cards left in deck.
He's got 54 cards. Jesus.
Yeah, he was going for the long con.
He's chilling, bro. He's chilling.
That just means that he won't be seeing, I don't think, that Crippling Crush again. That specific copy that he...
the one that he pitched early on? Yeah. Or like what, turn 1? He's probably like 4 or 5 turns away from it.
No, he's definitely more than that.
You think so?
So Alex is going for the...
he's pitching 6. Dang. So he had to pitch 3 yellows there, which was not ideal, right?
No, but if he gets to draw another yellow card off his Genesis, then he's still going to be coming in for another 5 damage.
Yeah. I feel like that was kind of a good turn for Alex, not having to take a Dominate to the face.
No, for sure. Now, if he draws into a yellow, he's going for 5 shields or 4 shields in the Genesis.
Yeah, it needs to be a yellow, right?
It needs to be able to that he draw.
That the last card in his hand, you mean?
No. Well, he's gonna be putting this card into Soul.
Well, he didn't. He just attacked and he's arsenaling.
Right.
Looks like. Huh. Wonder what that card is.
It's probably an erudition. He's probably redrawn his erudition.
It's very possible. But he's got to survive too, because Xander's coming back with a 5-card hand again, which is very good for Xander, right? So.
And his search pops this turn, so he might be able to cast really big.
Yeah, he might just be able to go to super tall, and that I think that was the 3rd Arclight Sentinel too. So. He's probably trying to come in for game here. He's probably got like Pummel too or some dumb shit. He sees the second. He sees the 3rd Crippling. So Crippling, Dominate 11.
And this is what I'm talking about. Alex being out of Soul Shields, it's going to be a devastating turn for him.
Yeah. So he's at 9. What realistically could he do here?
He can at max block for 6.
3, 6, 7, 8 technically, and he won't get crushed.
He could block for 6.
He could block a card. He could block a card with hand, pay for Footsteps and Vestige, and then that would be 3. And if he has a yellow, he could honestly make another Spectral Shield if he feels the need to.
Well, he would want to pitch a blue. That would be most cost efficient.
Yeah,
because he can activate Footsteps and make a shield
and make the shield all at once. Yeah,
leaving him with 2 cards, not crushed, but he will lose his shield.
Yeah. The shields is the important part here. The shields is definitely the important part. He's counting out what he can do. Slowly realizing that he's not gonna have anything. He's probably gonna have to pass his turn once he.
Tell you what, at least there's no 2 floating and there's no active Pummel.
Yeah, right. Like at least he knows Pummel is not in the horizon. So he blocks 3 of the Illuminate. Pitches a blue Triumph. So he saw the Prismatic Shield back. Okay, so that's what he was contemplating. I like that play. Okay. Good play by Alex there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna block for 8. He's gonna lose all his shields and take 3.
So, from what it's telling me, is he must have a Light Illusionist and a yellow in his hand, right?
Well,
that's kind of what.
even then he's not gonna be able to pitch double yellow.
Yeah.
There's nothing to pay it into.
Wow.
But he will be able to arsenal a card this upcoming turn.
More than likely, yeah.
Tell you what, this is not a bad match so far. Been pretty interesting. It's back and forth.
Definitely has been interesting. We're really used to seeing Prism kind of just like overthrow the Bravo plan just because of the shields, and Xander's done a very, very good job of
keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, having that not be a problem, right? He definitely has okay, so we got the card, makes the shield, attacks 3 times, and has the arsenal. That's realistically what Alex wants to do, right? He needs to grind his way to get back to where he needs to be. And he's got plenty of cards in deck to make that happen. He would just need a very, very ideal brick on Bravo's end.
You wanna make a gander on what his arsenal card is?
Probably is a pummel. Hasn't it been there for like two, 3 turns?
Well, I'm talking about Alex. What do you think he just arsenal?
Oh, Alex. Let me think. It's either I think it's either a merciful retribution or
merciful.
Merciful would be really good right here, I think. Yeah.
Oh, we drew a triple.
This is what he wanted. This is what Alex wanted right here. Triple red.
This is very good.
And he attacks Genesis. Okay, so now he decides to take Genesis away, which I think is correct.
Let's see if he didn't.
He didn't do it. Okay, so it's not a merciful retribution.
Or another Genesis, but with the 4/5 card,
Alex now is able to, if he's able to create a shield or some sort of pressure, he's now in the in the driver's seat. I feel
this is where he takes the driver's seat.
Vroom vroom, motherfucker.
His patience is finally paying off.
Okay, it has to be the Herald, right?
Protection.
Oh. So he's coming in protection for 5. No Phantasm. You love to see it.
Interesting here, though, because he pitched a blue card, so he doesn't have go again.
It's the bait. He gets him to block, and then he instant speeds a fucking shield, and he goes in for 3. That's actually a really good play.
If that is what he's doing, that is going to be in. Even I don't know his deck list. What if he snuck in a yellow pummel or something like that?
Snuck in a yellow pummel. That'd be funny, actually.
I mean, the Blitz decks used to do that.
Yeah, it did.
I remember.
You remember me doing that? Being an asshole to people.
If he makes a shield here, makes his opponent discards a card, makes his makes 2 shields.
Okay, so instant speed.
Oh, it's a lunging press!
It's a lunging press. The tech.
Wait, it's.
Oh no, Alex. You need the yellow in hand. Oh no.
Before the tech resolves, he needs to activate.
He doesn't have the yellow in hand. No.
He doesn't have it.
Wow.
I hope he just didn't forget.
Nah, he didn't forget. He probably just didn't have it.
No, he had a full blue hand.
Wait.
He's just making 3 more shields?
He's making 2 more. He's making 2 more shields.
He's just going to make 2.
Okay, well, that makes sense, and good on him.
All right.
What am I seeing? I agree, Justin. What are we seeing?
We're seeing
resilience.
A potential comeback here. I think he's having an issue flipping these.
No, I think he's just excited that he finally learned how to do it. And now having 5 shields with a 4-card hand coming at him, it's probably pretty good. It actually allows Alex to have a turn, I feel.
Oh, he can. I think he pitched a Merciless Retribution earlier.
He did.
He might be seeing it very soon. So if his opponent comes in for a strong attack, he might just really put himself
The third red's prismatic shield into the merciful retribution.
Did he only
feels
have?
powerful.
Does he have one more?
I'm not. I want to say he might have one more. How do I? Can I view?
I believe you can right click, but do you really want?
Nah, I don't want to fuck up. So we're dominating here, pitching a yellow, playing a crush Wow.
Just a crush.
He's about to have a 5-card hand.
I think he's drawing back the yellows that he's been pitching.
Yeah, he has. So now he's coming in for cardless crush for what? 8 dominate? 6 dominate.
Yeah, 6 dominate. It's not too bad at all.
Well, I think the big takeaway from this is he's getting he's going to be drawing 5, right?
Can I block 3 here?
Block
he's
4.
throwing the vestige.
Okay, so he must have something he really wants in his hand. To block with the vestige and have to take 2. So the prismatic shield that he played last turn got a lot of value, I feel.
Yeah, now that he doesn't even have an arsenal here, he's not scary at all anymore.
So it looks like Xander is actually back on his pitch cycle. We're seeing the cards back because I remember him pitching the Exude early game. Wow. Okay. So like that's insane, right?
Am I missing something?
No.
He's supposed to have 5 cards in hand.
Yeah, he pitched 2 yellows last turn. He had 3 yellows, and he had 3 yellows in his hand. So now Alex is coming in here for 3 instances of 2 or 4 instances of 2 if it hits. And he's going to have a 5-card hand.
I did not know libraries on both sides of the table.
Yeah. Oh, well, here you are.
Yeah. I don't play that many yellows in my brother.
Dallas calling champion, everyone. Jesus Christ. So, like, okay.
Oh?
Alex just says, hey, I got it. Wow.
The comeback.
Wow. I feel like the retribution just wins him the game here, because if Bravo can't attack, he can't win, and if he's trying to push damage through, he just wins. Like Alex just wins the game, right? Then we're into like the what we call the Kadachi lock, right? Where he's forced to defend everything because he's at 3.
This is it. I think this is over.
Wow.
I think they're compensating that he just has game in hand.
Fighters Guild in chat says Bravo punted the turn he attacked Prism instead of Genesis. Talking about the second turn that Genesis was out, Fighters Guild, because I want to say he probably should have attacked Genesis as early as he could. Yeah,
definitely attack Genesis, and also he had the yellow in his hand to really just destroy the library.
You see artwork coming out for Bravo.
I mean, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really just does not matter.
Because if he tries to deal damage,
Merciful's even going to trigger if it kills him too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like obviously he's just showing it on the field now. I think he's trying to figure out a way to play around it, but he just can't. Right. This has been such a good game though. Regardless, both players have played very well, and the patience of Alex kind of shines through right there, showing why Prism is just such a good matchup. I guess for or against Bravo. Yeah, I think I do agree with Fighters Guild though that the second turn the Genesis was live. He opted to attack face to Prism when he probably should have just hit the Genesis, because the Genesis, if I'm not mistaken, sat on the field for like 4 turns, and it got Alex so many resources. Like it just did so much for him. It got him back into like early pitch cycle of his deck, right? And got him to see those aura cards that he was pitching early game, right? And so, or like mid game. So, wow. That's crazy.
His patience definitely won him the game here.
Yeah, most definitely. And what we're gonna do here after this match, you guys, Alex is actually gonna come on and talk through matches with us too. So more than likely it'll be us three for the next match, and then to close out the night, Nam and Tyler Horspool will get their crack at the week 2 FAB League.
Can't wait to get my butt whacked.
Yeah, right. Can't wait for him to have the tech. All right. So I wonder what they're even talking about at this point. Maybe Xander's still trying to figure out a way to pull this game out.
No, there's no way. There's nothing he can do. There's not a way that we can banish shields.
Yeah. Richard Kivett says, "Thank you for streaming this. If this is who I think it is, Rick from BCW, it's my pleasure to stream this for you." Yeah, I still want to know what they're talking about here. I feel like there's no way he can play around it, right?
No, not at all.
Because like at this point, he can still like defend with cards from hand. Oh, it is Rick. Okay, cool. That's what I figured.
The one and only.
My guy Rick from BCW. I found out earlier this week, Rick, that you know Carter, and it makes me happy that we all know Carter. I know you love Carter. What in the world could they be talking about? I might have to go in that other chat real quick and just see what they're saying. You want me to go do that real quick? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
I think because like my name is like I'm on my friend's computer and he's going to play right now. So if the things look weird, don't worry about it.
All right, no worries.
All right, man.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Yeah, good game.
If I can figure out how to exit.
All right, Alex, we're going back into the other chat.
All right.
Wow. Just wow, you know? Looks like they...
Took a page out of Nam's book that game.
Yeah, wow, Alex. Well, talk us through that match. At one point, it looked a little grim, and then you started seeing the auras that you pitched earlier.
Well, as soon as he stopped drawing E-Strike lead the charge, it was...
him seeing all three of his lead the charge in like the first 6 turns of the game was kind of crazy.
So I don't know if you guys could see my hand.
No, we can't see your hand now.
But my deck was being really, really unnice to me. The entire match, I didn't have but maybe one hand that I felt was like quite optimal. I had an all blue hand when I didn't need it. I had a tome in hand that I never drew a blue for. On my 5-card hand, I drew triple yellow red with ALS, so I couldn't do anything with the ALS. I drew as soon as I hit the library play. I had no plays for I think I may have had 1 turn in the next like 6 or 7 hands where I was able to draw off the library.
Yep.
And the only hand that was nice to me that entire game was the last one that gave me the merciful for game.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of counting on. Is like merciful would be really good, and then when you drew it, you just flopped it on the table.
I knew one was on the bottom of the deck at one point or another, and I don't think I had actually resolved a merciful that game unless there was an aura I resolved in like the very beginning of the game.
No, it was an
it was an O.
It was an O. Okay, yeah. So I knew I like had a really good chance to draw one there at the end, and I prioritized keeping at least a few shields on the board.
Yeah.
When he drew his 5-card hand, I was like, all right, here we go. I just need the merciful because he took all the damage. And then he had like an Art of War E-Strike turn to follow that up if I didn't kill him there. But it was funny because I showed him the merciful, and he was like, okay, since you showed me that, I guess I'll just attack into the Ode, and then I don't die. And I'm like, well, not exactly. I'll still have a merciful with 3 shields on the board while you're at 3. So unless you have a way to gain life, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. It's game." But yeah, the merciful is just a nail in the coffin. But the best play was the lunging press on the.
Oh, we went hype. We got a little hype of that one.
So that's what I was actually telling Kyle. I was like, he's very close to the second cycle. he's gonna see his lunging press very soon, and then the merciful that you pitched earlier, you're gonna see it, and that's what's gonna win you the game.
Yeah.
I kept trying to get him to block with his last 2 block in his equipment. Just kept hoping, but he just kept taking all the damage because his hands were like really good, so like it didn't matter.
He really just didn't draw that bad throughout 90% of the game.
Oh man, he had one hand there at the very end that cost him the game, because I knew as soon as he let up on the gas pedal, I was going to win this game. Like, I mean, there's not many scenarios where I don't win the game that late in the game with 3 shields on the board, and he had ignored a Genesis for 3 turns.
Yeah, but we actually think that's what lost him the game, was not attacking Genesis on, like, I think it was the second turn of the first turn he was able to.
He was talking about it at the end, where he was like, yeah, I think I probably should have gotten rid of the Genesis. And it was really tough because he had a dominated crippling crush play, right? Where that could have won him the game if I didn't like make sure that I had protection for that, you know? Which I like left the red prismatic shield in the arsenal.
Yeah.
And, you know, made sure that I had protection for a crippling crush just in case. Because I knew that's what he was playing for after he saw 2 soul shields gone. Fairly early in the game, but
I think his downfall was not dealing with the Genesis early enough, and also he had multiple turns where he had multiple yellow cards where he was able just to blow up the library. Yes, for the first few turns that you did play library, you weren't getting any value out of it, but once he slowed down, especially when he drew that triple red hand, that's when you were turning the tide on him.
And I think it's really tough on his side of the board too, because he knows that I haven't done a whole lot the entire game. And I had 2 to 3 shields on the board with the library almost at all times. And so if he ever takes like a turn off to get rid of the library, then I might crack back at him with like a bunch of shields or like an ode or like, you know, like something to get back into the game where he might not have a chance to get back in since he's already burned through his lead the charges. And I knew he pitched 1 time snap real early, and after I saw the 3rd lead the charge, I was like, well shit, you know, like I guess he has like maybe like a time snap left, and he showed me he was playing Art of War as well, which doesn't affect the whatever, but it would kill me effectively if he can attack 2 or 3 times in a turn again.
Yeah, so most definitely.